28 years later is bananas. And by bananas, I mean wieners. Yeah, and it's also crazy because bananas means crazy. But really, I wanted to use bananas because I needed to reference the amount of zombie wieners you're going to see in this movie. Take a breath. It was shocking. Now, why did I choose to watch 28 Days Later? Well, one is Danny Boyle getting another crack at the zombie genre, the genre that he redefined with 28 Days Later and the fast zombies. But I'm a little bit nervous because this is a film that has been shot back to back with another movie. And I generally feel like those movies, unless done really well, end up feeling like half-ass attempts at two films. So, where does this movie rate? This movie ranks as number 268 on the movie spreadsheet with an overall score of 4.3, pulling the average down from a 6.024 to a 6.019. That's it. Like, subscribe, and share. But if you want to hear more about my thoughts on this movie and let me justify why it deserves that score, then stay tuned and watch part 2 or the second part of this, whatever it's called. Okay, now we're in part 2 of the video where I'm going to discuss my 4.3 rating and justify why 28 years later deserves to be number 268 with a rating of 4.3. So here we go. Zombie wieners. No, I'm just kidding. But I will penalize it later. Entertainment, 7 out of 10. It's a really slow start. And I get that we have to introduce Jimmy for some reason because we got to tie in Jimmy at the end, which is horrible and boring and just didn't fit with the movie at all. I think the movie should have opened with words on the screen that reads, UK is in the middle of this quarantine. We have the rage virus. And then we show the village. We don't need to have that first 15 minutes that then gets us to the village. Okay, so that's how I would tighten that up a little bit. That's the only part I really felt like, oh, this is moving a little bit slow. What have I signed up for? But also, I think there are different characters introduced that really doesn't add anything to the movie and just occupies unnecessary time. And ultimately, we know what's going to happen, like, with them, right? Okay. Achievement goal 3. One, it's a zombie movie that's not scary. And this is the guy that invented, probably, fast zombies, or at least he's the one that made fast zombies mainstream. And they're not scary. I feel like I'm watching Sasquatch Sunset at times. Like, this is a strange zombie. This is not a scary zombie. It's a strange zombie. My anxiety doesn't build. There's these weird cuts throughout the movie, which looks like parts of The Descent mixed with some sort of like 1960s or 70s like film with archers shooting arrows. He just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for achievement wise. I don't think it's worthy of being in the same sentence as 28 Days Later. And unfortunately, when you make something like 28 Days Later, which is great, this is what it's going to be compared to. And it does not live up to that comparison. Okay? Ending. Ending was fucking terrible. 3. Like, which ending are we even talking about? We talking about where Jimmy shows up and they like do flips and karate and it feels like I'm watching a Guy Ritchie King Arthur movie? Like, what is going on? Or are we going to go back a little bit before that where somehow this kid with a crying baby, or not crying baby, walks across the land bridge that is always guarded and always patrolled and always watched and nobody sees him? Like, what? Like, they made a big deal about that. So obviously that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And this is exactly what I feared. It's a movie designed to set up a sequel. This is part 1 of a 2-part series or movie, and the second part coming out in 2026. Now, length, kind of surprising, hour and 56 minutes. Length is fine. I'm giving length a 9 out of 10 here. Like, I really like it. Like I said earlier, I would tighten that beginning up a little bit because that part is slow and I do think it's unnecessary. And now, finally, penalty. Let's penalize the shit out of this movie. 10. Okay? I've already mentioned zombie wieners. I'm going to mention it again. How about pregnant zombie giving birth, where the pregnant zombie gives birth on the train and the mom embraces the zombie. They hold hands while she gives birth. It's like, what is going on in this? That makes no sense. So that's it. That's the full review. Now, up on the screen, you'll see movies that I'm reviewing next. Should be all over the screen right now. I got other reviews for you to check out. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Remember to comment below anything you want me to watch. And as always, like, subscribe, and share. And of course, watch movies.